live. We are alive, going live. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every child there ever was has gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club.
Stop pulling my finger. You don't know what's going to happen. So, but just let me just...
You're having a few choo-choo issues today.
Yeah, they go, oh, I see you going live. I think we can help out by diverting your attention.
Are they choo-choo issues or is choo-choos?
No. You talk to the people.
I don't know what to say on a thing about choo-choos.
No,
so how are everyone tonight? Now that we've gone live, we've got technical difficulties up the wazoo. And that is a technical term, so hello to everyone.
You know, this ran absolutely perfectly.
Until we press the button to go live.
Yeah. So, anyway, a big hello to you. How are you all doing? I've got a raging headache at the moment, so if I sound a bit spaced, that'll be it. Yeah. Big hello to Fat Wallet Boy 2, Blackpool Steve, Aiden's Railways, who says, catching up on some weathering during the stream tonight. Excellent. Simon Train's Mother Railway Showcase, Chris Gallen 1959, Mother Railway Noob, Ruben Ashwell, Egg Rider, one of our Jenny Monday Club channel members. Great to see you in. Iron Horse Railways, Joe Smith, Jay Watt, Stevie Film, Mike at Putnam Junction, Patrick Ling, Richard Swiderski, Alex Dent, Wamgok, Ben Tullett, Josh's Mother Railway Adventures, Robert Becking, 156 Andrew, Malcolm Moore, Leslie Gilpin Railways, Ham Shackleton, Wiven Model Railway, another of our channel members, Harry Sedgwick, David Scott, Flymer Chairman 1, Gus Hadley the Lunatic from Ammo, Skipsy Trains, great to see you in, Ralph Davey, Peter Jackson, another of our Jenny Monday Club channel members, Larry Rogers, excuse me, says, hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Attended a local train show over the weekend in Mobile, Alabama. Jennifer Garrett, big hello to you. Krista Duke.
Is it Mobile or Mobile?
Mobile.
Mobile, interesting.
Mobile would be, we're on the road, we've got a half a tank of gas, it's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. It's it.
It might be Tennessee that they call it Mobile.
Gus Hadley, the Lunatic for Ammo, says, got contractors installing a new metal roof today. Be in and out. Oh, my word. Right, anyway, first things up, I have been sent some information. I have looked up on this, but I've been told that quite a few people having difficulties with a shop called Cans Models in Oakhampton in terms of people are reporting that they've placed orders. I had a look, the website is still up and running and seems to be taking payments, but I can verify from a number of different online sources, people are saying that they haven't received their orders. This actually goes back to last year, this has been going on a while. So apparently, if you have an outstanding order and you're wondering where it is with Cans Models, then essentially your best recourse is to go back to the method of payment. So if you use PayPal or MasterCard or Visa Debit, something like that, and just get a charge back.
So has Trading Standards got involved with this?
Yeah, I'm also told that from a different website on RM Web, they're suggesting that Trading Standards Devon would also like to hear about you if you're having difficulties with that shop.
Right.
So just a little bit of a public service announcement there just to get us started.
So this isn't rumour, Trading Standards are actually looking into these guys.
It would appear so from what I've read on RM Web.
There you are.
So
that's really concerning. We don't need people taking advantage of people.
Right, anyway, so what's in the news? Well, we have imminent arrival of the KR models, concert iron ore wagons, and it has to be said that are really, really looking forward to them. For some reason, it's not showing me this live stream.
Really? I've got it.
Wait, have you? Well, that's great for you.
Yeah.
Apparently, it doesn't want to show me my own blooming live stream.
Why would you need to know that you're live?
Well, I need to... Why is it not... You just talk to people.
I am checking, and yes, you are live because I'm seeing you here. Look, there you are. That's you. That is. That's your live stream. That is.
Now it gives it to me. Yeah, there we are. So
here we go. This is going to go weird and circular. Oh, it's the live stream in the live stream. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She's had sugar. What can you do? So don't forget, everybody, to tickle the like button, share the stream as well, and also, if you haven't already done so, do please consider subscribing to the channel. We've got loads of channel membership members in. Really great to see you. Mark Wilson, Valleys56XX, Andy Brooks, Peter Jackson. Really great to see you. I think Flymo Chairman won as well. And we're really grateful for your support. Don't forget as well that channel membership is still open. So what?
We're so grateful that we must beatbox like it ain't no thing.
Sorry, that's just a thing we do. The Growler Blackwood N-Gauge layout. Good evening to you. Josh's Train Room Adventures. H. Walker Steam and Heritage Rail Vids says, hello, you lovely people. Where? Hope you're well, and very busy weekend Saturday we spent with 2 helpings of locos on the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway. Oh, my word, excellent.
Nice.
Melchester Model Railway sums it up, says, all ready for some Monday madness.
Oh, I've got people looking for some madness, have I? Oh.
Yeah, okay, stop it.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, stop. Look, will you stop it?
I've had sugar today.
Yes, you have. Yes, right. Behave yourself. Remember, this is the Monday Club. People don't need to know that you're weird like this all the time. So, Andy Brooks, another channel member, big hello to you. And John JMC, great to see you. I hope you're well. And is everybody looking forward to Ali Pally? And I think it's 2 weeks' time. I will be there. I'll be there with Meneth Tatus. So I'm actually exhibiting a more normal layout this time. Although, I have to say, really, the upside down layout went really, really well at Glasgow. We have put out a video. The last video that went out is the filming that I got. So it's about half an hour's worth of just looking mostly at the layout at Glasgow.
According to one of the comments that I saw, even the taxi driver taking this person to the event knew about the upside down layout.
Really?
Yeah. So I can't remember whose comment it was. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
but I was actually quite impressed with that. I was like, wow.
It's famous, yo.
This is why you do stuff like this. It gets people that you wouldn't expect to normally be interested to pay attention.
Skipsy Train says, I've had Monday Madness up at 6 a.m. to be at Rails of Sheffield before their refurbished shop opened this morning. Hey, they didn't keep us in the loop. We were supposed to be going to film that. He never told us.
To be honest with you, things happen.
Yeah.
You talk about stuff, plan things, and then something else comes up and you just can't do it.
DL Warren says, can't manage to make Ali Pally as my dissertation is due, so I'm writing furiously. Gosh, top pro tip. It might be a bit late for you, but top pro tip from me from when I was at university. Now, my final year dissertation was due just after the Easter recess. But I also knew I had to revise for a whole load of exams. So I finished my dissertation at the beginning of that 3-week period. And then I marched up to the department and I handed in my dissertation in front of all my friends. And it was quite interesting to see all of the white faces as they went, is that due today? And I didn't have the heart to correct them. So basically, all my ex-friends...
yes!
Spent the rest of the day manically writing and typing until somebody let them in on it that actually it wasn't due for another 3 weeks. But I didn't want to spend the entirety of my Easter holiday writing a dissertation.
So, the message was from Flymo Chairman 1. He says, I was like a kid in a sweet shop, always so much to see. Thank you for signing my Monday Club wagon box, Jenny. It was good to meet you as well.
I've never been asked to sign a Monday Club wagon box.
No, mostly it's just, can you sign this testimony as a correct deposition for your court date?
No, that's never happened. But
yeah, you've never been caught.
Oh, J. Paul Anderson says you didn't write a dissertation, Jenny. You wrote a thesis. No, they called it a dissertation.
Yeah, it's a thesis. Then you discuss it for the dissertation.
Ah, right. Simon Trains Motherella Showcase says, I'm ready for the Ali Pally. Brought the tickets a few days ago and attending both weekends. You mean both days? I'm
Um,
assuming you mean both days.
Jenny, who's going with you for Alexandra Palace?
Oh yes, the Lesmeister. Yes, the king of whittling of Jablight. That's right. Les Cliff is coming to Ali Pally, so don't forget to make your way down to Maneth Tatis, where you can see Les Cliff. He's been planning this trip since before Christmas. He is so excited. And I think he's going on a shopping spree because his model railway room is coming together quicker than anticipated. He's getting his garage converted. It's looking good. And I think he's basically, he can't wait to start his layout. And it'll be great.
Well, you know Les, his abilities are just amazing.
Oh God, the king of scenery. But yes, it's a chance to see Les Cliff as well. Melchester Mother Railway says, I'm going on the Sunday. What day is Jenny there? All weekend. I'm there with Maneth Tatis, my layout, and also helping out with KR models as well. And actually, talking of KR models, like I said in the intro, basically the concept iron ore wagons, I believe, are pretty much imminent. Absolutely imminent. Oh, we've got 156 Andrew asks, Jenny, can I ask for a happy birthday song? Where's it gone?
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Ooh.
Happy birthday to you. Squash, tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
I like that. Craig Douglas says, who parked the cars on those wagons? Was it Mr. Magoo? are they
They're kind of wobbly, aren't they?
Oh, well, yes. Well, no, it was like parked with care by the staff at the motor rail terminal.
Yes, parked with care, and then Jenny got hold of them.
Yeah, brum brum, toot toot, beep beep.
Beep beep.
There we go. Yeah, right, so big hello, Egg Rider, Andy Brooks and Mark Wilson. It says no songs, all members of the channel, great to see. I love that this in the green going through. Also, we've got a new, you can tell these lovely people about
we do. We have a new emoji. Jen has been bugging me for a JK logo for the emojis, so now we have one of those.
So basically, if you're a channel member, you can now use those.
If I do colon, JK logo, colon, it just turns it into that as well.
That seems very long-winded, but yeah. Alan Reynolds, big hello to you, says, hi Jenny and so I'm going to Ali Pally too, going on Saturday. Hope to track you down. Regards, PVA, J-Cloth, Alan in the loft. So I will be there, and yeah, it's going to be good. I think that I was really humbled by the turnout at Glasgow. Lots of people came to see me, and as Farmer Chairman once said, asked me to sign the Monday Club wagon box as well. Never been asked to do that. Done loads of books in my time.
Someone said that Les Gilpin says happy birthday is copyright. It's not. There was a very long and drawn-out process, which eventually resulted in the people who falsely claimed the copyright losing it.
I thought
it was not copyrighted. Right. It's a derivative work.
Ah, so right. Yeah, the JK logo only works if you're a.
No, it only works if you use lowercase.
Oh right, yeah, lowercase. So. Yeah, all lowercase. Right. Francis Wadsworth says, it's my birthday next Tuesday, the 15th of March. Ooh. Guess who else's birthday is on the 15th of March?
It's not yours, because that would be a really bad thing to announce to everyone on the internet. Hey, when's your birthday? Write it down in a little book for security. That's why, for legal reasons, mine is the 1st of January, 1901.
Yeah, the JK logo only works if you're a channel member. Yeah. Alfonso Lapoule says it's the first time I've heard that version of Happy Birthday in over 3 decades. Yeah, I'm sorry, it has been a while since we were all in the schoolyard. But Zoe and I have been rocking that schoolyard vibe ever since.
To be honest with you, the only reason I sing it like that is because everyone goes, oh, I remember that, and it brings back a nice memory. I'm very much a retro person.
And Michael Wiles, and I believe that Garthian as well will be there. So go into Statfold, check it out, folks. Model trains and real steam. Of course, yes, the weekend of the Ali Pali event, there's also the Statfold Barn event, which I've got a feeling that isn't that the one that Hornby magazine invited us to? And we went, oh yeah, we'll go. And now I realise I can't go because we're going to be at Alexandra Palace.
Could be. Oliver Gilson says, is Ali Pali Alexandra Palace? If so, I'm going, yes, it is.
It is, yes. People seem to call it that. I know it does wind some people that go, and twitchy eye thing. But it seems to be what people call it. But it is Alexandra Palace, which is an interesting event. Very oldie-worldy building. H. Walker Steam and Heritage Railvid says, Jenny, how is the 5-inch steamer getting along? Because you will be more than welcome to come along to our local track.
Don't encourage her.
It needs its boiler test. Just time.
Basically, you've got what? The cold wagon and everything to go with it. So you've got stuff to sit on and places to put coal. You just need to get it tested.
Now this one's interesting. Leslie Gilpin Railway says, watch that birthday of 1st of January if you go to the USA. It's used by John and Jane Does and immigrants who don't know their birthday. Don't know or don't want to declare. For
legal reasons, it's the 1st of January, 1901.
Alex Dent says, I saw the GT3 locomotive on Jenny's train set.
Yes.
Well, on Weyard there is a BR
GT3.
Blue GT3. I basically haven't taken it off the track from last week.
No, because you enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, although I've actually got the Fell running. But yeah, talking about Northern Rails. Northern Rails 44 says, looking forward to meeting you, Jenny. I'll be on the WW Scenics stand. Oh, I will look out for you.
Oh, we do like World Scenics, don't we?
Oh yes.
What have you done?
No.
What happened?
This has just completely come off the track. Right, come on, press the reset button, monkey.
Reactivating.
For some reason, there's a class 25 that doesn't really quite like that point.
Then why did you put it there?
I don't know.
Hey,
let me just make sure that
nothing else sends it off.
Yes. Right, anyway, in the news, I will get to it eventually. On the high seas, we have the Acura scale, HAA MGR hoppers, not HBA, but HAA, HCA, I think it's HCA, HDA, and CDA as well. Now, for some reason... Oh, what a pain in the bottom. Sorry, I've got a naughty train which is going... Oh, I see your attention
Naughty.
I see your attention has been stolen elsewhere. I will slip the entirety of the
nice train. Where's the rest of it?
Yes. So we're just reversing back. You'll probably see it into shot in a moment. Class 50 with the Lab 23... Collectors Club special that I got from the Glasgow from the Backman stand. Remember, if you are a Backman Collectors Club member, you can buy the Collectors Club models there and then. You just have to flash your card and prove who you are.
You've been flashing people, have you?
Yeah.
Looks like it's connected.
Yeah, that'll do. Right. So, basically, yeah, you can pick them up at the show. Oh my word! Big welcome to Captain Park Junction, who has joined the Jenny Club, Jenny Kirk membership club. So thank you so much, and of course, your guys' generosity does help us to keep making the videos that you want to see. And we've got quite a busy lineup at the moment. It's done it again.
It doesn't like you.
Right, I'm gonna
rewind it at high speed.
Oh yes, there we go.
Beep, beep. Here we go. Crunch.
There we go. That'll teach you. Right.
Well, it seems to have got them.
Yeah. Oops. Why is it? There we go. Right. Oh my word, Sue at Pudham Junction. Welcome to the Jenny Kirk Monday Club Membership Foundation. Actually, we're not foundation. Well, there are foundations somewhere well below us, but thank you.
You wouldn't
so
let
much.
me dig through them to create a giant gaming
She
cellar.
wanted to create a nuclear fallout bunker.
Hey, I was ahead of time for that one.
Yeah, apparently so. But there we go. Right, anyway, yes. So all those Acura scale wagons are on the high seas. I believe the Class 55 is also imminent. So excited. I was really hoping that the Class 55 from Acura scale would actually be out in time for Glasgow. But whilst they did have actual samples running on some of the layouts, they basically... did that come off the track? No, it's being behaved again. They did have it running on one of the layouts. They loaned it out and it did run.
I have to ask one thing, Jack.
What
are these bright blue things over there?
Oh, those are sugar hoppers. They're cove hops, but in the sugar livery. They painted them that natty shade of blue, basically to stop them getting used for other things. Because basically, sugar, food substance. They don't want somebody putting cement powder in with it. But yeah,
they've got to keep the stash pure.
Yeah, keep it pure. Yeah, plays up a doobie. Harry Cedric says at Riverside Museum. Steve Milker's on display. It's HR Jones Goods number 103, Caledonia Railway single number 123, North British Railway K class number 256, Glen Douglas, and Glasgow and South Western Railway 5 class number 9, and South African Railways class 50 and F number 3007. And actually, of course, we did have the Jones Goods announced from the Rapido stable. Really looking forward to that. I can't decide whether I want it in the original Highland Railways. I think it was like a weird green colour. But in preservation, it got the Stroudley improved engine green. It's yellow. Oh my word. Ham Shackleton says blue wagons. I was about to ask that. Sugar wagons. Sweet. Deborah Gillett says, can I give a shout out for my hubby Carl for his birthday? Certainly you can.
Happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
You know, you're flailing very dangerously close to my little church and tree there. Yeah, Warbler Productions predictably says TARDIS sitting beside the signal box. Yeah, it is actually. It's slightly out of reach. I need my little. I need to lean right in, and I don't think we
Do you
need.
want me to go and get you the mechanical hand?
No, because it'll just fumble it.
Do you want me to go and get you the mechanical grabber?
Oh my word, Mike at Pudham Junction.
Oh my goodness.
The latest member of the Jenny Kirk membership crew. Thank you so much. Really great to welcome you aboard. And don't forget to make full use of those. There's currently 3. There will be more different icons.
For those who haven't been able to get the Jenny Kirk logo working for the membership gifts, try refreshing the page. Because that's what I did, and it brought them up.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a good point. Simon Train's Mother Railway Showcase says, who wants to put bread and butter in the gutter? Bread and butter pudding is also... Oh,
Weirdos do.
I don't like bread and butter pudding. It's just wrong. Luke Craig says, evening to you both. Such a good week. Daypol O-Gauge J94. It's made me so happy. Simple pleasures. Absolutely. Other news... We have got the J94 in O-Gauge being announced from Daypol. Will include their signature firebox glow. It's going to be something special. I know that DJ Models did announce one, never happened, but this is an all-new tool job. I'm really looking forward to it. It promises to be something special. And of course, Daypol also let rip with an announcement of not 1, not 2, but 3 new O-Gauge wagons. So we're going to have the LMS goods van. And we're also going to have the Great Western goods van, that of the Parto variety. And also we're getting the Great Western fruit van as well. So really, really looking forward to those. And a big, big thank you to Belmont Junction welcome to the Jenny Kirk membership. Thank you so much. Ham Shackleton points out, bread and butter pudding. If that's all you've got, you'll enjoy it. That sounds like my mother when I was little. And it's like, oh, that's all you're getting. If you don't eat that, then I'm going to give it you for breakfast. Oh. You know what? That has annoyed me. I'm having a regular problem with locomotives. Now, one of the locomotives, I'm just disappearing out of shot because I've got to go and press the reset button because the cupboard monkey has gone downstairs. There we go. One of the problems that I've got is actually that at Glasgow, you may have spotted it on the turntable before, I bought a North British Class 41 warship, and I'm having no end of problems with this. I've tried.
Of course, it's a warship and you're putting it on a railway.
And I feel embarrassed because the video's going out on Friday, and I got it working for just long enough that it seemed to work fine in the...
Here, let me lend you a hand.
Stop it. Stop it. No, stop it. I'm telling these people the little story about this. Right, so this basically has to go back. Unfortunately, it keeps cutting out. And I don't know why. I've tried it with different decoders and they all do the same. It'll run for a length of time and then it'll just switch off. And it won't respond. All the lights go out. It's just completely dead. And it will remain dead forever and a day on the track with the track live. If you then take it off the track and count to 5 and then put it back on, it's like it resets it. So there's something cutting out. And I'm not quite sure. It could just be something. Stop it, please. Come on, I'm telling these people a serious story here.
And now I'm trying to grab your nose with a grabber.
Yeah. So what I think is that there's some kind of serious issue with this locomotive. So I'm going to take it with me, actually, to Ali Pali, because I think KMRC, Colonel Model Rail, Colonel Model Rails are going to be there. So I want to ask them about it and possibly see if it's able to get looked at and replaced if necessary. But there's a serious issue with it, which, to be honest, the North British Class 41, it's being very prototypical. So there we are. Right.
This is perfect for placing the TARDIS.
Yeah, Ben Tullett points out that he sometimes runs for a while, then switches off. Yeah,
I do that
too. John JMC says there is a component on the PCB that causes the problem. Oh, tell me more. Tell me more. Ham Shackleton, I don't think it's a dry joint. I think Sarah Davis absolutely sounds like an overload protection. But I don't know how to fix it. There's no obvious signs and stuff. And when you feel the board and the decoder, they're not getting excessively hot. The only thing I can think is that possibly there's some kind of power feedback through one of the auxiliary channels causing the decoder to shut off. But I don't know. But anyway, it shall be returned to its maker for scrutiny.
Sounds like you're going to take it up the back and cap it.
No, just take it
back to its maker.
To Kerno Models at Ali Pally and go, it's ready, make it work.
I just looked out and it fell apart.
Yeah, it just fell apart in my hands. But yeah, Warbler Productions, TARDIS hiding behind the bush on the high level line in front of the tunnel.
My goodness.
Did you?
How?
Move. Wait, I can't see it if you don't move. I can't see it. Where?
It's there.
Wow. That's impressive. Right, so, just looking down the comments.
What's wrong?
Yeah, so Mark Wilson says the original Class 41 was unreliable, so it's just saying. Absolutely, I did think the same. Let's have a look. I'm looking back because there's a comment which suggests that there's an answer. I can't find it. Ben Davis says, "Hi Jennifer, have you seen the Rapido new train? I can't wait to get the Bachmann IBET 3MT is going out this month. The British Railways letter, can't wait to get it." Yeah, there's some also in the news. I will eventually, over the course of the 2 hours, get through the news, but I keep getting distracted by shiny. Shiny. But there's some new models coming through from Bachmann, have been announced, should be out. I'm hoping they'll be out by Ali Pally so I can pick them up. They include the long-awaited van-wide VEA van. We're getting the earlier vacuum-braked versions, I think, in another further couple of months' time.
One thing I have to ask, when, and I will ask this until it happens, when are we getting the Mega Gronk?
The Mega Gronk? What do you mean, the Class 13?
No, all of the, where they staple 5 Gronks together to make the forbidden Mega Gronk. Told you that was an excellent way of grabbing the TARDIS. Yeah, although I did manage to give the signal box a bit of a bang. Hey, that's just because you're not.
I know. Belmont Junction asks, "Hi Jenny, is that a blue and yellow GT3?"
It is.
It is, yes, and they are available from both KR models and also Rails of Sheffield. Dongit's Model Railway says, "Hello everyone. What did I miss by being half an hour late?"
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Thanks, Gandalf.
Gandalf, that's deep and meaningful.
It absolutely is.
Andy Clark says, "If you haven't already mentioned, can you tell everyone to request a refund from their card issuer /PayPal if they have ordered from Cans Models?" We mentioned that at the beginning. And there's also, I did have a look on RM Web. There is a thread about them. A lot of other people as well. Also,
I'm not happy.
And Devon Trading Standards would also be interested in hearing from you if you've had a problem with them as well. Because it would appear that they're not just taking money still through their website, but they're issuing dispatch emails, but not dispatching anything. So I don't know what's going on there, but certainly you need to get in contact with your method of payment provider.
I will never
to get
understand why people do this.
Yeah.
You can't get away with it. People notice. It's like I used to have a guy on eBay I would order comics from, and never a problem. I had a pull list with him and everything, so I got all the latest comics. A few months after I stopped ordering from him because I lost my job and moved on, he stopped sending stuff out to just about everyone. Just stopped. You'd be ordering and he would say, "Well, I'm sending it out," and then it wouldn't arrive, and he'd say, "Oh, there must be something wrong with the postage, I'll send you another one." And you never got it. And no one could work out why this was going on, because obviously people know what they're expecting to get delivered. So where's the ability to make money here? The con doesn't work.
John JMC asks, "What decoder are you using in the Class 41? At the moment, it's got a Trainomatic 21 pin with a smart power pack attached. I've also tried a different Trainomatic one and a Hattons decoder. Now, the Hattons, the proper original Hattons branded decoders were made for them by DCC Concepts, so effectively the same as DCC Concepts.
You have a tendency to use whatever fits, don't you?
I tend to use Trainomatic on account of being sponsored.
Well, yes, what I actually meant was I thought that was one of those locos where it was a really small one and you had to have a custom thing.
Big hello to Little Wicket Railway. Mel's, great to see you. I saw J94 in there. Eric Christiansen says, "Greetings from snow-covered Michigan." Absolutely. Well, we had Keith Revel of KR Models was up in Canada, who showed us that there's actually a lot of snow up there as well. I feel like
Canada had snow.
Yeah.
Get me the president.
I'm sorry, I can't. He's snowed in. Crossways Point Junction and Model Railway. Growler Blackwood Engage Letters is just about to go out to the posh train room. Oh wow! Well, don't forget that if you want to catch up with any of the
Do you have to have a top hat and a monocle to get in?
And maybe there's a little velvet rope and a guy at the front going, "I'm sorry, you're not on the list."
It's my house.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
but your
don't.
wife took you off the list because she didn't get to dinner right.
Yeah, it's like, you're not on the list. You're not coming in. So, I've got keys and everything. Don't care.
I've got some keys too.
Exploring and adventures. Good Monday evening, Jenny, Zoe, and Cupboard Monkey. Oh, it's like you're two separate things.
I'm too.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm late. I'm at my nan's and have had the tastiest takeaway pizza in the world. Now, Gandalf might have something to say about that.
Pizza. I do like pizza almost as much as I like the Shire Hobbit's leaf. But of course, we all know what we're actually waiting for here. It's a Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Thank you, Gandalf.
That was deep and meaningful. Right.
Someone jumps and says, "Your name's not Jenny, you're not getting in."
I'm Jenny, and so is my wife. Right. Right. Matto Val says Cannes Models website doesn't seem to have any products left on it. Right. So it looks like the website is slowly expiring, but it doesn't explain people's reports that they're
slowly
getting
expiring or taking down.
It may also be that things are happening in the background. Anyway, 1701,
I
the
still
Filed
don't
Flyer,
understand
big
that.
hello to you. James B says, "Hi Jenny and Zoe, if you thought about building a locomotive model?"
Yes.
Yes, thought about it, decided not to.
I've built a few. I've got the Celtic coming up.
Yeah, but that... Yeah. So please can you shout out to my lovely Gemma? Thanks, James.
Gemma! Jimmy, tea's ready!
Big thanks. Sorry, we're just being silly. But
Hi, Gemma.
big hello to Gemma. Right.
Stop just laughing at things and then not reading them out.
Valleys 56XS says, what did he say? Blessed are the cheesemakers. Oh, that's nice, because they never normally get anything. Ham Shackleton...
Blessed are the meek, he says. That's nice. They have a hell of a time.
You gotta love a bit of...
I do love that.
Monty Python's Flying Circus. Right, anyway. Anywho... Jennifer Garrett says, I was thinking that the train behind the fell was a bit big at 10 coaches, but I read the prototype was 2,000 horsepower, which was quite powerful for its time. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, so...
I just love the way the orange bits on the side spin.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, they are quite mesmerising. It's certainly got some bit of something special.
To be honest with you, if they'd been with a white spiral on them, you could use them to hypnotise people.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting model, and certainly it has to be said that last week's Monday Club, if you haven't seen it, do go back and check it out. Tickle the like button and share it. Over 10,500 views to last week's Monday Club. And also, I think it's over 6,000 views for the exclusive first look of the Fell locomotive model. So, certainly sounds like it's going to be a really, really popular model. So we're going to have to do more interviews. I've just changed cameras right to one where all the trains have disappeared.
That's why I changed to the front one, Jen.
There we go.
Things were going past.
Good evening to Alan Pollock. It was great to meet you as well at the Glasgow show. Right. Dongit's Model Row says it was 2,000 horsepower but with 6 separate diesel engines. You're right there, Zoe.
Oh, it feels like someone's sticking a needle in my face.
Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, it had 4 prime movers that were all Paxmans, and then it had 2 smaller AECs that drove the auxiliaries, I believe. Ooh. But its biggest issue was that it overheated. Gwian Reese Davey says, ooh, some interesting stock on the yard tonight. Absolutely. We've got the KR models GT3 in blue and yellow. But also, again, totally exclusive, because we as popular, like, you know, yo.
Is it an exclusive because you've got the engineering prototype and no one else has
I've got
it?
the engineering prototype of the Falcon, and it's what I'm actually looking at now. So it will be coming into shot. You'll be seeing the GT3 racing around with some LNER teak Gresleys. But yeah, the green BR green fell is going round, but it's on the chassis of the BR black one. So if you're wondering about the fact that it isn't missing the centre of the rods, that's why. Andy Brooks says, I done my first day as a trainee volunteer at Sheringham Station, North Norfolk Railway, as a platform staff. Everyone was lovely. Oh,
excellent!
wonderful.
That's great to hear.
A. Zulan, this is nice layout. Thank you very much. Tim Davis is Billy's replacement Paxman.
I still think we need a Spilly's replacement Beaker's mug.
Yeah, Worthington Model Railway, big hello to you. Another one of the Jenny Monday Club membership.
The posse!
The posse. Been lurking, brackets working, evening stroke afternoon from Minnesota.
Wow.
Absolutely great to see.
We're getting people in from all over the place.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, Robin Silver says, I'll be going to the Alexandra Palace. Absolutely, really looking forward to it. Alan Powell says, likewise, it was great to see you. Please bring your other half next year. So there it is. If we get an invite to Glasgow, you have to come.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll have to follow.
I thought it was more important that the guy that helped you build the layout was there than me being
Paul
there.
Tyre, great guy. I've done a lot of TV with him, and it was. I've never seen somebody so happy. He was like, "Thank you so much for inviting me." It's like, well, thank you for coming and helping me, build the layout.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you helped build this. Of course, you're here.
Yeah. Tim's Mother Railways in different videos asks, do you think aliens play with their train layouts? It depends if they've got trains on planet Zuxpiter 9 or planet Tharg.
No, they don't have any on Zuxpiter 9 because the gravity's too low. So they tend to model air balloons instead. But Zuxpiter 7, that might have it.
Andrew Bewdley Junction, one of our membership crew, says, I'm currently helping to restore a teak Gresley coach at Severn Valley Railway.
Very nice.
Excellent. I must say, I've been watching the progress at the Kirby Stephen East station on the Stainmore Railway. They've got a number of Gresleys there being restored as well. But anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we have got forthcoming from Bachmann the Van Wide VEAs. The Ivet 262 tanks as well are making a comeback, looking at about £140 for those. Adam Bryant asks, hi, why the tripod in the thumbnail?
Mainly because it's eye-catching. What happens is we tend to rotate between a load of different images, just so that we don't have 2 weeks in a row where it's the same image for the thumbnail.
Absolutely.
But
and also,
to show off that layout, we will be looking at that later on when we do the layout tours with your own videos. So we'll have a look at that later.
Absolutely. And also we're being taken over by aliens.
Yeah, they thought you needed a hand.
Yeah, anyway. Right. Okay. Right, so anyway, I will eventually get through the news. Acura scale, we've got the H, the MGR.
Has there been any news?
A little bit. Rapido trains, obviously, as well.
Do you want to repeat that bit about Acura scale, because I talked over you?
Yeah, you did. Acura scale, we've got the MGR hoppers, like the HAA, the CDA, and also the MHA coalfish as well, I noticed in there, which were latterly built on chassis of redundant HAAs. Really looking forward to them. It promises to be something really special. Now the TARDIS has been spotted. Peter Jackson says, TARDIS next to the Bauxite Coghops. And Warbler Productions, TARDIS in open wagon behind cement wagons. Adam Bryant says, TARDIS spotted on the wagon. Why are we looking closer?
Look closer.
At what?
The TARDIS.
So, I'm just having a look and see if anybody else has. No, somebody has. Because there we are. TARDIS next to the bauxite cut-hops. Peter Jackson spotted the other one.
Yeah,
there
two.
We go. Yeah. Robin Silver says, hope to see you at Alexandra Palace. Absolutely. Really are looking forward to meeting so many people. Maybe we'll have another meet-up at some point. I've got to be careful on times because I'm doing some interviews with the MRC, I believe. So there may... I love the way the Doctor is flying out with the time vortex, a.k.a. your litter picker.
Yeah.
So, Worthington Model Railway asks, Zoe, did you get their video email?
Don't know. I haven't looked.
We haven't checked, to be honest. But also the Class 55 Deltic is hopefully imminent. Really hoping that we'll get that actually out there and onto people's layouts by
yes, I did.
Ali
I've got the
Pally.
Worthington one.
So yes, Worthington Model Railway, we do have your video. I'm just trying to think what other news. The big new announcements, I guess, were that Daypol announced an all-new J94 and O gauge, which is coming with their signature firebox flicker, and it looks to be a really tidy model. Really looking forward to that. Certainly a welcome addition to the small shunter locomotive range in O gauge. O gauge really is a great scale. We're getting so many good, affordable models coming through. You're having too much fun with that, I think.
Yes, I am.
So, it's all fun and games until you break something.
Why would I break anything?
I don't know, because it's you. Richard Swiderski says, TARDIS just been seen given a helping hand. Stephen Cameron says, sorry for missing the live stream for a while. Being on night shift feels weird to be back on days.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Great to see you. Remember, of course, the Monday Club is always here for you guys. You can actually watch it on catch up. And a lot of people did last week. We had over 10,500. It was actually quite impressive. I suspect they were all there to see Keith Revel rather than me, but but there we are. Should have him on more often. Let me just plug my phone in. Right.
So, is there any more news?
Big hello to Bo Minnick. He says hopes to see you in Collinsville, Illinois. There was also the other O gauge wagon announcements from Daypol. They really are spoiling us. We've got the LMS ventilated van and also the Great Western one, plus the Great Western Fruit. So 3 all new O gauge wagons as well. So let's have a look. Let's see. Is there a doctor in the house? Peter Jackson asks, Jenny, did you go to the Preston Model Railway show last weekend? No, because I was up in Glasgow. I did the Glasgow show. I have been to the Preston one quite a few years ago now. It just clashes, unfortunately. Gary Lewis says, we need a Monday Club vote for a Mega Gronk lash up on the main line. Mega Gronk, Mega Gronk, Mega Gronk, Mega Gronk. Adam Bryant says, I haven't been here for a month, has just written and published an electronics book on Amazon. My brain hurts.
Wow.
Oh, wow, well done.
Send us a link.
Warbler Productions has both TARDISes visible. One in yard, one between the main running lines. Absolutely. I knew you'd spot them. Also, yes, absolutely, Matt Ovell in the news. Bachmann Class 20 finally here. This is the all-new tools version with the lights as well. I actually quite like the original Bachmann Class 20s. I do have a lot of them. I've got 1 sound fitted. I've got 5 in total. I'm not going to rush out and replace them, definitely not. I'd be interested to see the new 20. So hopefully at Ali Pally might see if I can get one demonstrated for me at the Bachmann stand. Right. Adam Bryant says, wait, 2 spotted, or am I double vision? No, we've got...
Double vision. Double vision.
We've got Patrick Troughton and John Pertwee by the look of it. Am I right? That is John Pertwee, isn't it, that one?
I think it's an early Doctor, yeah.
Oh, no, he's fallen over.
You've knocked over the Doctor's TARDIS.
If you shake a TARDIS, does everything inside shake around?
It depends whether the internal gravity's on.
Oh, okay. Flymo Chairman wants to subscribe.
She's asking me like I know.
And yeah, you're a colossal nerd. And choose all for notifications. It's free. Just give the notifications a watch. Keep an eye on your browser bell for more videos as Jenny puts them up. Absolutely right. We are going to have...
Simon Trains has a brilliant one there. One real TARDIS, the other one was inspired.
Absolutely. So I'm going to very carefully... There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't mean it for it to do that.
Dropping the TARDIS on my phone.
This has got immense play value. I know.
Yes.
I know I'm allegedly an adult, but I have to be honest.
Allegedly.
Do you ever look at an object and go, "Oh, I'll have a good play with that" in a bit when nobody's looking?
I could use this for all kinds of trouble.
Sue at Putnam Junction suggests it's a wibbly wobbly timey wimey TARDIS. So right. Anywho, meanwhile, back at the ranch. Ginty Steam, big hello to you. Always great to see new people. Laura Armitage, your comments just disappeared off the top, just caught your name. David Finley says, best announcement for me so far this year. New Hellion 26 and 00 with twin car headlights, plus the news that the 26 will get a complete retool in all versions. Absolutely, we did mention that briefly last week. And there was a couple of new Hellion announcements up at Glasgow. One of which was the all-new retooled Class 26 and 00, but we also had the 10800, one of the last mainline prototype diesels, so certainly really, really interesting announcement. Now, Jerry BVR says, hi all, gonna sit in the dunce's stool for being late.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Thanks, Gandalf.
That was a deep and meaningful comment from Gandalf.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Ken McKay, 85, evening to you. Jennifer Garrett says, admit it, we have all tried to wear a tea cozy as a hat when nobody is looking.
We've all done it.
Guilty as charged. I did also once, while slightly drunk and inebriated, wore a vinyl album cover as a hat. It's like, hey, look at me! Look, I'm a rolling star!
Look at me, I'm an idiot.
Robert Swiderski asks, 2 TARDISes, who made them? It's one Hornby. Yeah, basically I purposefully got 2 different ones. So we got one Hornby and one Bachmann. So they look slightly different to each other. Harry Sedgwick says, I am still here. Absolutely great to have you in. So Jacob Furness says, hi Jenny. I'd like to say thank you to the folks at Kings Lynn Model Club for putting on a great show on Saturday. Absolutely, there's certainly a lot of shows starting back up. And if you're able to, it's great to get out there and support those local shows. Get back to getting out and about. Really, really great that we're finally getting out of this strange times we've been through. And Mel says, Jenny and Zoe, I am going to Kinnerton Model Railway Show in Victoria, Australia this Saturday. Excellent! Wow. It's great that they're starting up all over the world. Simon Jones Model Railway Showcase says, does Gandalf get a commission for his appearance or get paid in pizza? Neither, unfortunately.
He prefers to imbibe of the halfling's leaf.
Yeah, okay. Why, Gandalf, yes, I certainly will have another cup of tea. Ginty Steam says, I could do with a logo for my channel. What I will actually suggest, though, is you need something that looks really eye-catching when it's really small. So keep it simple. Would you not agree?
Sorry, I was checking on Twitter for news about Ukraine. What's going on?
making a channel logo. Keep it simple and legible.
Yes, because what you have to remember is it's got to be recognisable on a phone screen. And these things, they're really small. That's why Jenny's is two-tone green and it's just a circle with JK in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Where's it gone? Ben Tullett says, Jenny, you need to get a third TARDIS from Harbin Hobbies. I'm going to have to look out for that, actually. That'll keep everybody busy. Warbler Production says, in terms of which Doctors the TARDISes belong to, the lighter one is either first or second, while the darker is more likely fifth or sixth. Oh,
you know, that's what I thought.
But you didn't want to say it until somebody else had said it first.
If it is like that, then surely it's fifth, sixth, or seventh, because didn't Sylvester McCoy just use what was already available because they basically had no budget?
It sounds about right. Now, Janie B says, is Flymo Chairman 1 had to head off? I've just seen the thing saying, see you later, Flymo Chairman 1.
See you later. Thank you.
Oh, no, Francis Wadsworth is heading off.
All right, okay.
Yeah, and Adam Bryan, absolutely kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Swindon Junction says, I visited the Mod Rail exhibition at the Swindon Steam Museum on Saturday. It was well received, some great layouts being shown. Cameron Petterson says, good night to all of to you all. Work tomorrow. I know,
Bye.
Me too.
I've got to go to work after. I'm at work now, actually. I've got to go to work after this as well.
Ginty Steam says, I was thinking something like a Vector locomotive wheel or an old British Railway logo with Ginty Steam on it. Again, try and keep it quite simple, because if it's too busy, it just becomes like this coloury
Your best
swirl.
bet to work out whether a logo is going to be effective for a YouTube channel is to zoom it out. So make it small on your screen and see if you can still work out what it is.
Right, how are we doing on time? So
It's almost 8 o'clock.
Almost 8 o'clock. Right, so what other news? I'm trying to think. I'm sure I saw something. I'm guessing there's going to be some announcements at Alexandra Palace, because there always is. Jamie asks, how did the Acura Scale Mark Vs look at Model Rail Scotland? I think they were included in the video that we put out last Friday, but certainly they looked really, really good. Acura Scale's got some great models coming through.
They really do.
Also, the big announcement with them was the Class 31, which is actually at EP stage, so it is very well advanced, and it's quite interesting to see that there's so many of the stalwarts of the Hornby range getting picked off at the moment. So we've seen the 56 get picked off, the 31 now. The Coalfish wagon as well was one that Hornby did, along with the HAA and the CDA. They've all been picked off. So there's a lot of all change in the model world.
It is an interesting state of affairs. And what would your opinion be on if a company was known for making a certain thing and then someone else came in and made it as well? What would you think to that?
It's very complicated in the model railway world, because quite often projects could be very well advanced at the point that they become public.
Yeah.
So you can end up, and we've had this situation with some models that have effectively gone head to head, that effectively both parties were too far advanced to back down. So you end up that essentially they just have to continue, and you end up with two models, on the market.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, let's say Company X is known for creating the two-stroke wobbler or something like that, and someone else comes in and makes a new two-stroke wobbler. So I know you can't call dibs on these things, but what do you think of it?
I think unfortunately it's inevitable at times. But doing it as a spoiler is just a bit naughty.
Yeah.
Big hello to Canal Boating, who asks, did I enjoy the Buckfast? I did not imbibe any Buckfast whilst in Scotland. It is revolting stuff. Whilst filming Biggest Little Railway, Scottish Martin, as we called him, who was basically a professional Scotsman, he did rock up at a party that we had with a couple of bottles of Buckfast and exclaimed very loudly, It's the Rock This Hoose juice!
So is that different to a commotion lotion?
No, commotion lotion and Rock This Hoose juice are the same things.
Wow.
And they were revolting. Yeah, a lot of people asking about the 37 from Acura Scale. We've also seen Acura Scale posting some really nice pictures, including those light-up dials. I believe that's going to be there on the Class 55. But interesting to see that feature is looking to become a hallmark.
That is actually interesting.
So when you look through the cab windows, you can see it. It's really, really interesting. Mato Val says there's always room for two companies to make the same thing if the product is of good quality. Consumers win. Yeah, and as we've seen before, actually, price can be a big issue too. And what's interesting is that the Acura Scale Class 31 is coming through at an RRP. I think it's £149, whereas the old Hornby Class 31 has an RRP of well over £200. Heidrich Vladimir says, "Please, hi Jennifer, can you please direct me to a shop that sells pre-owned rolling stock at good prices? I'm looking for LNER stock and green locomotives, not too big budget, but for decor for an advert." I would say that, excuse me, Rails of Sheffield do have a good range, but if you can get to a show, Anorax Anonymous had some incredible prices. Also check Ellis Clark Railworks. They had some really good stuff second hand. But then go to the smaller places. You can find, I always champion Arcadia Models, has a really good second hand table. It's priced to sell, but it is very much potluck as to what's going to be on the table. But definitely, there is good stuff out there. I would say generally, steer clear of eBay because they do seem to be the high end of prices. But just check out some of the local model railway shops. Arcadia Models, really, really good. Loco Shed in Whitefield does have a good selection of second hand. You can Google and find telephone numbers for a lot of these shops. Ring them up, ask them what they got, maybe even ask them to send you pictures. And they will do mail order as well. Stephen Cameron says they sell Buckfast by the slice. I'm a Scotsman and even I can't handle it. It is nasty stuff.
The slice?
It's like quite syrupy from what I remember. Michael White says Ellis Clark, fantastic store, absolutely. And they did feature in my second-hand bargains video as well. I picked up a whole load more from them at Model Rail Scotland in Glasgow. Really great range. I've got some old, really hard to get stuff. And one of the things I did notice is that Ellis Clark Railworks seems to have a lot of the Model Zone Special Commission stock. If you remember when Model Zone finally closed its doors, everybody did wonder what happened to the leftover stock. Well, it would appear that at least some of it has finally resurfaced with Ellis Clark Railworks. So, amongst other things, they had some of the triple packs of, I think it was the iron ore tipplers, but also they had a lot of the weathered BR Blue 50-foot XLMS BGs. And again, some of these are getting quite hard to find. They had some of the tanker wagons as well. Simon Train's Model Railway Showcases. Anorax Anonymous apparently will be at Ali Pally. Ooh, excellent. Jerry BVR says, thought Jenny was going to say Google and find telephone number prices. No, if you want telephone number... Are you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you want telephone number prices, just look at the average petrol station forecourt, how much they're charging for petrol and diesel. It's like, how much? God, at the rate they're going, actually, it'd be cheaper to just fill your car with whiskey. Warner Production says, I got my Locomotion Models 94XX, courtesy of Ellis Clark Model Works. Superb model. Absolutely. And they did have a number of the NRM models as well on their stand. I did see the Lancashire and Yorkshire 242 on one of their stands as well. Craig Douglas says, I picked up a Cayley Pug for £11 from Ellis Clark at Glasgow. Canal boating, it says, use Buckfast to water your lawn. It comes up half cut. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Are you alright there? Have you got earache?
Yeah.
Oh, the cupboard monkey's got earache. Jinsy Steam says, I remember a model zone in Nottingham, I think. Yeah, they were everywhere. It was basically a chain, a model shop chain, and it was a sad loss to the modelling community when Model Zone went bust, because they had branches everywhere.
You'll love this.
Will I? Are you sure?
In Ukraine, they've been covering up street signs and directions on all their signs so that Russians don't know where everything is.
Yeah.
One sign is now replaced, so if you're going straight forward on this road, it's your destination will be F off. If you go left, it's F off again, and if you go right, it's F off back to Russia.
Flymo Chairman 1 asks, did anyone notice cooking oil going up in price this time? I have to be honest and say that prices of a lot of things are going to be going up.
It's inevitable.
Stephen Cameron says, anyone remember BT's? Absolutely. I believe a number of BT's branches were subsequently sold and became Model Zone stores. I know that the one in the Metro Centre in Gateshead started out as a BT's. I remember going there when it was BT's.
I remember going there when it was BT's. I used to get my Airfix models and stuff from there.
Absolutely.
Had a great range of Humbrels.
Yeah, and then it became a Model Zone, and I went there again when it was a Model Zone. Flymo Chairman 1 suggests almond oil and cotton wool, Zoe. We can fill our ears with cotton wool. Sure,
to be honest with you, all I do is I hold my hand over it to create a kind of vacuum, let it warm up, and it seems to sort it out. It's a very old issue, don't worry about it.
Jerry BVR says, I'm in shock. Fuel gone up 30 cents since last week in my local garage. It's the same here as well. It's going up a lot. Model Railway Noob says, used to go in BT's as a kid in Nottingham. Absolutely. I think there was a BT's in Manchester City Centre as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Peter Jackson just said, I remember BT's in Manchester. Can anybody remember where it was?
Is it not where the Model Zone was?
I do wonder. Actually, the Model Zone was down near the town hall.
Yeah. It was actually quite a substantial place.
It was.
Multiple floors and all sorts.
Yeah, down in the basement was great. That's where all the trains were. Warbler Production says Model Zone ended up having a few stores within WH Smith stores near me. Sadly, that didn't help me survive. No, actually, what happened was that WH Smith bought the brand name and tried half-heartedly, it has to be said, putting some in various branches, but didn't really do much with it.
You've got to wonder why they did that.
I don't know. Maybe they thought people would just buy whatever the price, and it just wasn't like that. Stevie Film says, I have some stock with BT's price labels on. Locos for less than 20 quid. Yeah, bear in mind inflation's gone up quite a bit since then.
Yeah, 20 quid doesn't buy you as much as it used to.
Oh, interesting. Skipsy Train says the BT store on Pinstoyne Street, Sheffield, became a Maplin, who've also now gone. The frontage of the shop is all that remains as the building behind is being redeveloped. Jamie Smith says here in North Wales, petrol is 159.9 and diesel is 169.9.
Wow.
I can beat that, actually. Driving back from Avonmouth this morning, I passed a motorway service station. I think it was the Keel Services, and it was something like 179.9. It was like, it made me double take as I drove past, and all I could think was, I'm so boycotting that petrol station, because it was 146.7 at the Asda, just off junction 2 of the M5 when I went past it this morning. So I don't know whether the price is shot up, but I think somebody might be doing a bit of garaging.
There's a lot of places that do that.
Unfortunately, yeah. John Walters says, I have a train ride from Hollithwood to Blackburn on Wednesday and I cannot wait. Oh, Hollithwood, local station.
Yeah.
I can remember doing the trip. It was actually from Bromley Cross I did it. Probably in about 1985 or 1986. And I can remember it being an early experience of travelling by train that I was just fascinated with. I remember about the same time going the other way down to Manchester Victoria before that got absolutely destroyed. Jerry BVR says it's €2.06 here for diesel and €2.07 for petrol. Oh, interesting. Because normally it's much more expensive here for diesel.
Yeah, but people normally call us Treasure Island because they can gouge.
Yeah, just bear in mind, I don't know what the exchange rate is between the euro and the pound, but that's probably about the same as what we're paying.
Hey Siri, what's the exchange rate between euros and pounds?
Dylan Rupert says, have you or would you ever review any American steam locomotives like the soon-to-be-released Rapido, Canadian Pacific, Royal Hudson's, or a Union Pacific Big Boy, and even an American diesel? Absolutely, and we have, because...
€1 is 83 pence.
So
it's comparable.
And I must apologise, I completely forget who it was who sent it in, but we did get sent this model,
It's an
which is
model.
a 484 Niagara from, I think it's MTH. Full sound, smoke, the works. Lovely model, absolutely. I should run that more.
Wasn't that from your friend who tried to get us over to the model show in America?
No. That was from somebody, an expat in the UK, but they're actually
Right.
Australian expat. But they modelled US outline and didn't have the space anymore, and they incredibly generously sent that into the channel. So we did do a review on it. But then I also have, if I can just go...
I just have to do one thing while you're looking.
Yeah, my foot.
Just to really annoy some people. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Oh! You just ruined everybody's. So there we are, Union Pacific B unit, Alco B unit from an FA unit. And there's the A unit, so these go together as a pair.
They're amazingly large.
They are, but you know, obviously they've got a much bigger loading gauge over there.
Big boxy. Well, I suppose when you're taking stuff a long distance, you really do need it to make sure that you can get a lot of it there.
I love the Union Pacific yellow livery. I really do love that. James Furman, big hello to you. Great to see you. Hope you're well. Anthony Hayward says W&H models have their own detailed illustrator catalogue showing all the kit build locos.
Nice.
Excellent. Ginty Steam asks, but how would a US loco fit with Jenny's loading gauge? Actually, my loading gauge is quite generous up here on Weir Yard specifically, so that we can run US outline stuff. And the model I actually used to test the gauging was the Bosch Buster gun from Oxford Rail.
People are saying, that Alexa one didn't work for me, I've changed the name. I know a few people... James Farron says, thank you very much, Zoe. Mine was on volume 10. Sorry about that.
John JMC says, haha, it didn't work for me. I've changed the name on mine. I think I've probably missed the comment.
No, they're changing the name as the Alexa thing.
I
know a few people who are Star Trek fans who changed its name from Alexa to computer.
Briefly.
And then when they were watching Star Trek and it answered the characters, they changed it back again.
Flymo Chairman 1 asks, is that UP gas turbine jet? No, it's an Alco FA unit, I believe. SHGP Medias is back. What have I missed? Shenanigans.
Yeah, just
always, absolutely always. Plenty of shenanigans. But just for you, I will give the cupboard monkey a poke. There we go. Oh, bloody hell.
You poking yourself?
No,
you're just breaking everything. Okay.
I must admit, it's a nice design. It does allow you to accidentally yank it out at high speed without causing damage.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So I think we should probably change the angle of the dangle there.
For the brew, that is true.
Craig Douglas says a generous loading gauge sounds like a euphemism.
That's what she said.
Ginty Steam says, your railway's the GCR then. Yeah, absolutely. I can run, certainly on the 3 main running lines, I can run pretty much anything.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, SHGP Media says, thanks, Jenny. I do appreciate a good poke. Absolutely. Well, here, have another one on me. There we go. Richard Swiderski says, does anyone remember the model shop in Stretford, Manchester in the 70s, early 80s near the station? Not one I'm familiar with. John JMC says, haha, you're right there, Zoe. I wanted computer, but Jenna didn't like that. Yes, I can imagine that the the non-Trekkie would be like, and Black Ball Veto. Timber Sir says, Worthington Model Railway, that nearly half the price it is here with nearly 70% tax on the actual cost, oil cost. Absolutely, we get absolutely ripped off. Joe Smith says, live in Westmeath, drove past a petrol station. It was 179.9, came past it 5 hours later, it was 198.9.
My goodness.
Oh my word. Jamie Smith asks, Jennifer, what is the beverage of choice for tonight? And more importantly, what is the pence per litre of that beverage? Well, actually, it was a Lemsip for my headache.
The main beverage of choice at the moment, though, however, is Diet Pepsi, and it's about 9.6 pence per 100 millilitres.
So that would be 96
pence per litre.
Yeah. So actually, this is now cheaper than petrol. Deborah Gillett says, keep safe, everyone. My iPad is about to die, but we are watching you on our TV. Take care.
Cool.
Oh, brilliant.
Take care. We have actually switched to Diet Pepsi because Coca-Cola is still selling in Russia.
Yeah, there's some people. We don't do politics here, remember?
No, but we're explaining why we switched our beverage of choice.
Davil says, woohoo, my OO Works London and South Western Railway Jubilee arrives this week, costing the same as 2 days gas heating.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, by this time next month, it'll only cost 1 day's gas heating. But yeah, the OO Works models were really, really good. I can't speak more highly of the model which James Pett very generously loaned to me for review. Warbler Productions actually just said exactly the same as you. So
what's that?
It says, don't buy anything by Coca-Cola as they're still supporting Russia.
Yeah, so is McDonald's, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame. They do a good hamburger.
Yeah.
Right. Ham Shackleton says, I used to frequent Scotty's on the East Lancs Road. Oh gosh, the East Lancs Road, the A580.
Did you get beamed up to go in?
Probably not. Harley 48 Davidson says, hello, watching you on TV in the train room. Lots of trains running while watching the Monday Club. Dylan Rupert says, oh nice, a UP FEF3. It's either by MTH. It is actually MTH. Or maybe a third Genesis. I have a Norfolk and Western A-Class 2884 articulated from Broadway Limited. I need to get a new decoder and it's still worth to have. Yeah, there was one at DCC Concepts in the cabinet. And those Paragon 2 decoders are a waste of space. They do blow just for the sake of it. So yeah, but certainly worth trying to fit a new decoder. David Scott says, fuel duty is added when the lorries leave the depot, bond, garages. Ignore this and just up the price. It's funny how the price goes up quite quickly, but it's very slow to come down.
It's terribly slow to come back down. Wow.
James Furman asks, Jenny, where can I get spares and repairs for my 1980 Hornby Nella Hall and the Hornby D7063 diesels? These were recently sent to me by my father. They are my oldest owned possessions. I would try somewhere like Jim at the Loco Shed in Whitefield. It does seem to be one of the more old school style shops that has plenty of bits and pieces of stuff.
That is your best bet, yes.
The Wiven Model Railway, big hello to you. Always great to see a channel membership member there. Says, excuse me, I'm boycotting Pepsi for the same reason.
I thought they had pulled out. Are they still in as well?
We'll check.
I'm looking that up. But here's some interesting news.
Yes.
The government is now asking for the assessment of a small modular reactor power plant design from Rolls-Royce. So now you can get a nuclear reactor and a car from the same manufacturer.
Nice.
We live in the future. This is weird.
And it's actually, I know some people get all scared about nuclear because they equate nuclear reactors with nuclear bombs.
The biggest problem is Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl and Five Island and Fukushima.
And something else.
Yeah. What did they do there?
Have a look at some of the near misses Sellafield has had over the years.
Are you saying that one of the buildings there glows in the dark?
Some of the people might.
Interesting. SHGP Media says, as far as I was aware, Pepsi weren't, hence the appeal for people to switch. Interesting. We will check up on that because we had actually switched from Coca-Cola to Pepsi, but we will double check that. Right. But yeah, anyway, Jim at the Loco Shed, do give him a tinkle on the phone and just query. It looked to be the kind of place that would be able to fix things. Canal Boating says, Hatton's had a small shop on Smithtown Road in Liverpool when I was young. I remember it well. And we always stopped and drilled at the Locos, and the window on the way home from school would be around 1971. That shop was still there up until probably about 15 or so years ago. Then they moved to a bigger shop on Smithtown Road, and then they moved to Widnes. Stevie Film asks the important question, can they fit the reactor in a DeLorean? And Leslie Gilpin Railways does point out Rolls-Royce Motors is not the same as aircraft. Yeah, Rolls-Royce cars, I believe, is BMW.
I know.
But Rolls-Royce proper do all of the real heavy lifting.
Okay, it looks like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, and Pepsi are all still operating in Russia. Well, we're going to have to cut out the colas for a bit.
We might have to try cheapy supermarket own brand.
Yeah. ZX Cola from Aldi. Is that from the same people that make a Spectrum? Oh, I need some 8-bit Coke.
Heiderich Vladimir says, I can't wait to have a Rolls-Royce nuclear reactor, but Chernobyl was a result of a regime. Few accidents in the world mirrored it, and it's extra safe. And actually, Chernobyl, it was down to a combination of two different things. The design of the RBMK reactor meant that it had very thin shielding and was liable to have the boron control rods jam if it overheated. Coupled with, they were messing about. I don't know what they were trying to achieve, but they managed to run the coolant low, flash boiled it, and it was that flash boiling of the coolant that blew the lid off the reactor.
Yeah.
And the boron control rods overheated, bent, jammed, couldn't be lowered, so effectively they had no way of shutting down the reaction. So it was a combination of poor design of reactor and whatever on earth they were doing at the time.
And unfortunately, that is the way of the world sometimes.
Yeah,
but for the most part, as a nuclear physicist, just want to say this, nuclear is safe.
Simon Train's Model Rower Showcase says, I just threw a Coca-Cola out my door after hearing that. Absolutely. What about Dr. Pepper? Can we try Dr. Pepper, or is that made by...
Pretty sure it's made by one of these companies. They make loads of stuff.
Well, we just have to move on to the booze then.
I don't drink. I can't drink.
Well, it's not my problem. Drink tea.
Yes, I shall go back to tea.
I believe
because we have the Britain has never invaded anywhere to steal all its tea before.
Roller Cola. Oh, do you remember what was the one that used to come round in like a milk float with the
Corona?
Yeah, something like that. And it was like the bottles. There were glass bottles, and they pretty much glowed.
Yeah.
And you had to return the bottles. They had a deposit on them. Who says the past wasn't environmentally conscious at times?
Jennifer Garrett says, what does Zoe think about nuclear fusion?
It's the future, baby.
I think it's great. It's really good that we're finally getting more power out than people are putting in, which is essentially what we need. But my biggest issue is that I read physics Durham at the turn of the century, and they said it was 20 years away before we would get to nuclear fusion. Well, we're 20 odd years on now, and they're still saying it's 20 years away. So we kind of need a bit more investment if it's ever going to get there. And no one wants to invest.
Oh, wow. Michael Wiles says that in Darlaston, brackets Darlow, there used to be an old toy shop with a fantastic selection of old toys at old prices. Box Dinky, Corky and Airfix. Long gone about 40 years, so you've all just missed it. Oh no! City Models, wasn't familiar with that one. Peter Leyland says, in Liverpool was a good shop, I think shared with the Barbers in Stanley Street. You went down steps to it.
Nice.
And Robin Slewer brings us all down to earth by saying, I'm having strawberry trifle.
Oh, I could do with this trifle. Oh.
Anyway, right. Timber Serve, absolutely. Same with milk bottles. We've gone backwards, not green. Absolutely, yeah, I remember you're putting the milk bottles back out for the milk.
Yeah, it does annoy me that everything went to plastic.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what happened to saving the world?
Yeah.
Tizer and Dandelion and Bird. Oh my word, Tizer, is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Little Wicket Railways enjoying the physics chat. Hey, you know, we actually we seem to know an awful lot about about all sorts of things. Not the full mileage, but
well, when it comes to physics, I know enough to be dangerous. Literally, I really do.
Yes. So what's this? You know how to make an atomic bomb, but just not dismantle it.
Yes, I know enough to be dangerous, and in fact, most physicists know enough to be dangerous. It's quite funny, but we would never do it. So please don't look into what we've been doing. Especially do not look in the bathroom of my house.
What? You said you just had some LED lights. I didn't know that was plutonium glowing.
It's used pinball machine parts.
Yeah, FYI, plutonium is so toxic that something like 4 parts per million, or is it 4 parts per billion, is actually toxic to a human being.
Yeah, don't touch it. Certainly don't lick it.
Oh my word. Dylan Rupert very, very generously has donated $5 on the PayPal.me. The super chat even. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Thank you very much. It was really generous.
If you Google 3 Mile Island, we almost had something like that happen in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And created an awful lot of radioactive cooling water, because the only way they were actually able to stop the runaway reaction was to flood the reactor with water.
Yeah.
Which I believe also acts as a neutron moderator as well. But unfortunately, they then basically made many, many thousands of gallons of radioactive water.
Lovely! Everyone needs a bit of that. Ginty Steam says, sorry for being ignorant in front of everyone, but where in the UK are you in roughly? I don't think that's an ignorant comment. You don't need to worry about that.
What?
So where are we?
We're in North Manchester.
There you go.
So there we are.
Peter Jackson says, are you doing videos tonight? In a couple of minutes, yes.
We are, yes. Oh gosh, it comes around quick, doesn't it? Robert Becking says, you should have stocked up on Iron Brew when you're in Scotland. Not really my thing. I know it's controversial.
You have to declare it at the border, though.
And maybe it's a bit controversial. I didn't want to say when I was at Glasgow, but I don't like it.
No, I have to admit, I had a bit of nostalgia. So I picked up a kind of it while we were down in town one time. Thought, I haven't had this for years. And we looked at the nutritional information and it just went,
Warbler Productions says, I learned how to make a certain compound that goes bang if you hit it hard enough. Made it in school accidentally once. Oh, is that aluminium iodide?
Oh, let me tell you about what I did in school.
In its liquid form, it doesn't react, but it dries out and forms crystals that explode on touch. So we used to make it and then put it on the door handles to the classrooms.
What I did was we were in A-level chemistry, and we had a compound that reacted violently with water. I forgot about the fact that it reacted violently with water and poured it down the drain.
Because you got a jet of flame that hit the roof.
No, but next time I was in the physics lab, which was underneath the chemistry lab, we didn't have a ceiling.
You broke the pipes.
I broke the physics lab.
Did they catch you?
No.
I believe this counts as a confession. You can be billed. You know, they had to demolish that school after you left.
No, they knocked it down the day after I left. It was... Well, let's face it, we always knew when an Ofsted inspection was coming up because they painted over the cracks in the walls.
Yeah. Right. Lisa Taylor says, "Hi, Jenny and Zoe. I know my dad, Peter, is watching now. Can we have one more happy birthday for him? It's his birthday on Wednesday. Thank you."
Happy birthday to you, squashed tomatoes and stew, bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you. What were you singing? Something about living in the zoo and smelling like a monkey.
You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey.
And you act like one too.
Oh dear. Jodie Smith says Hornby is re-releasing their Thomas range under the Railroad range, but not as the Thomas characters and charging a blatant, ridiculous price. I saw that Percy has reappeared, and I believe that Thomas will be on his way in Southeastern and Chatham Railway livery.
Cool.
Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase says Iron Brew needs to hire me to promote Iron Brew. Warbler Production says the one we made is a certain palindromic 3-letter name beginning and ending with T. Oh, trinitro-toluene.
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
We did that at A level.
We weren't allowed because our teacher didn't trust us.
You weren't allowed because basically you destroyed the physics lab earlier in your school career.
Yes.
No, it was. Oh yeah, you'd nitrate toluene using a secret mix of 2 acids.
Herbs and spices.
But you had to cool it with ice because the reaction was quite warm.
Cool it.
I'm not going to say which.
Everyone, cool it.
I'm not going to say which acids because I don't want to tell people how to make TNT. But yeah, we did it in school. Jerry BVR says that Alice Cooper. School's been blown to pieces. Right.
Right, I'm going to now start with the videos, but we're going to start because we do have it in the in the thumbnail. We're going to start with Jenny's.
Yeah, just don't forget to turn the sound off.
What's that? Turn the sound up. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that's controversial. TNG is bad enough, says Flymo Chen1. You take that back. The Next Generation is brilliant. Oh.
What's wrong?
Somebody said before you started messing about. There's something about crumble and custard.
Oh, someone's got apple crumble. Yes, there was an announcement, and a very nice announcement it was too.
Can we have something like that in bed after the Monday Club?
I would have to go and get some because I haven't got any made.
Yes.
All right.
Well, something. Right.
I'm sure I can do that.
We're now going to justify the. I think that's the one. That one.
Yes,
we're now going to justify the thumbnail by. Let's have a look. There we go. So.
I'm just going to get past the advert.
Yeah. Howard Pomfret, big hello to you. Jodie Smith said, sorry, I've already read that out. You've broken the chat. Scroll me down to the bottom. I wondered why nobody was talking.
Because you smell.
Right. Canal Boating says, really enjoying the chat and stream tonight. It has been very lighthearted and is a welcome release from all the sad news of last week. So thanks, everyone. You're welcome. And also, Flymer Chairman 1, it's an important notice. If watching the stream on a phone, please remember that we are limited to 200 characters, and any message that's larger than that, it flags it up, but we can't allow it. It won't let us put it up. So if you're wondering why posts that you're writing are disappearing, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Jodie Smith says, I've heard Bachmann is coming out with track cleaning brake vans. I've not heard about that, but I will look it up.
You mean by track cleaning breakdowns, like just while you're running the train, it cleans the track?
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Johan Swanepoel says Pepsi Max Vanilla in South Africa. To the max.
To the max!
Swindon69 says, I'm having a warm chocolate brownie with raspberries and cream later.
Very nice.
Ooh.
So let's get started.
So this is us justifying the thumbnail now. And then we're going to move on to some of you guys' stuff. But remember this. Oh yes, it still exists at Bolton Model Rail Club in Bolton.
Oh, I do remember that one, Timbersurf. The Gilbert U-238 Atomic Energy Lab was an actual radioactive toy and learning set sold in the early 1950s.
I'm assuming that it got withdrawn quite quickly when they realised that children were probably licking the radioactive uranium.
Yeah, do not lick the radiation.
Or alternatively, I'm guessing that naughty people were buying many, many sets and putting all the uranium together.
I'm not sure that works.
Either that, or they loaded up a big delivery of it and the truck went meltdown. Ooh! Valleys 56XX says, I've had to raid the freezer for chocolate fudge brownie ice cream. Yes, yes, ice cream. There we go.
No, you're not getting ice cream. I know what you like.
So there we go. Thank you so much.
I did enjoy that, thank you.
I was about to thank myself. I was hold on. Right, so what have you... I'm going to prod you for that. There we go. It's controversial. Flymo Chairman 1 says, I like the cola and ice cream floater. I was never... I don't... There was something about it. Made the Coke go weird. I wasn't keen on it. Ben Tullett says, I am about to put some homemade apple crumble into a bowl, put it in the microwave to heat it. Jenny will be jealous. Yes, Jenny is jealous. You're going to get a prodding.
If everyone's quite finished being stupid.
I
had more, but you go on.
Oh dear. Model Railway Noob says, Jenny, do you keep a list of your stock in a database? I want to do one for mine as it's growing fast since I started in 2018 and finding stuff is a problem. Only for locomotives. I've got a database in Microsoft Excel, and all that really is about is more for remembering what's DCC fitted with what has sound, and what the DCC decoder address is. Ginty Steam says, I can just imagine how fun shunting in that marshalling yard would be. I never do. It has to be said. I'm not big on shunting stuff. I get my thrills and spills from building it, not really running it. SHGP Media says, there was a story that a big delivery of them, I think this is the Atomic Energy Lab playsets, was due, but the truck went over 88 miles per hour. Yes. Richard Swiderski says, Zoe will be black and blue now. No, she won't. No, because this is green, so you're like... Oh, that...
You shoved that in my nose.
Absolutely.
While I was working. Okay, so what we've got is, for first up from the videos, Jen, there's one from Nicholas Sunshine. He says, can't take any credit for this bus, but I think it just has to be shared as it was so good at the Glasgow show on the Engaged Society stand.
Oh yeah, they had some good stuff.
So here we go. From Rule 1 Model Railways, here we go.
So thank you for sharing this with us. And that's N-Gauge. Is that remote control? Oh, you can go.
Wow, it does look like it.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do these days. I mean, yeah, given that it's N-Gauge, you can kind of see the working since we're so close.
I can see him working his magic in the background, but that is really good. I can see stuff like this would have immense play value.
Please tell me he's not running that from his phone.
No, it's the other guy on the right, I think, that's doing it.
Does it yes, it is. Because it looked an awful lot like he was controlling it wirelessly via his phone.
And thank you very much, Robert Steers. Incredibly generous. Thank you so much to Robert Steers, who's donated via the Super Chat. The $9.99 US for the Locomotive Fund. Have fun. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Really, really generous of you. Thank you so much. Uh,
I am amazed by this bus.
Ben Tullett, oh my word. So I've just thought of a plan for that unreliable loco from Kerner. Replicate the nuclear flask wagon test. No! It cost me quite a bit of money, this. I will be investigating
Oh my
this.
goodness, he's taking it apart and showing you what's in it.
I mean, look at once it's in his
It's
hand,
tiny.
you realise just how small that is.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So, Clive Cobalt says, guys, I have to go now. See you all next week. Please stay safe and well, guys. Goodbye for now. Clive in Northern Ireland. You take care, and we will catch you later on. Hopefully see you next week. Thank you so much.
It's tiny.
That is an N gauge. Obviously, being in a double-decker bus, it gives it the extra vertical height for the room. But that is actually really impressive.
That is just so well done.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That is really impressive.
I shrank the bus.
Yeah. So I'm really impressed by that. Thank you so much.
That was amazing.
Really interesting. Oh,
Wow.
it's getting warm in here. I'm just gonna.
Is it? I was thinking it was cold.
I'm struggling a bit at the moment with being a bit ill.
Sorry to hear that, Beb.
Big hello to Abby Watson. How are you doing? Great to see you. And Swindon69 says, having a tidy up, I discovered about 75 wagon kits. How do you accidentally lose that many?
Well, you know, you put things down and then they're not there when you come back.
Yeah. And Flower Chairman once says there was some great Magnatrack models too. Yeah, there was some really good stuff on display at some of the stands. I really liked the 009 one. There was the Vietnam 009 layout, and before anybody says, but they didn't have like war railways in Vietnam. It's like, you don't know, man, you weren't there.
You wasn't there, dude. You wasn't there.
Penelane TMD, big hello to you. How are you doing? Great to see you in. So
I'm just trying to grab this next one.
Okay.
This one is from
Charlie McGowan's Patrick Hill Station.
Yeah, and he sent a message along saying, we're in Atlanta at the moment, waiting for our connecting flight to Savannah, Georgia. Very nice. We do hope you're enjoying these videos and hoping to find additional drone opportunities. Excellent. Well, this looks rather good.
Jody Smith says, I heard Hornby is going to be adding to their Coca-Cola range. And Ginty Steam asks, how does one donate videos to be shown? You need to send the URL link of something like a YouTube video. It needs to be your own video. And send that with Monday Club in the subject line to Zoe at zoerobinson.com. And that's Zoe spelt the
correct
Greek
way. Z-O-E.
Yeah.
So this is an American layout.
This is nice. Oh, that is quite a collection of stuff.
Very, very nice. I'm
is
loving
this
the colours.
in the shop? They've got price tags on.
Yeah, I'm loving the colours.
Oh, yeah. I like the green one with the red roof.
You always like the green ones, don't you?
I love green. Yeah, they're...
Lionel models, yeah.
Oh, I love that
got.
livery. I love that Union Pacific livery. So some really nice models here.
Oh, wow. They've got little dioramas and everything. This is cool.
Yeah, this is nice.
It's nice to see something. Wow! That's massive.
There is some great stuff here. That is a fun layout.
Yeah, it's lovely to see these different styles.
A lot of vehicles there.
Different places doing it.
Yeah. I wonder if they got Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, you're obsessed with a Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. Lovely scenery as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Hudson's and other things.
You know, when we're over in America, if we have to actually
I do want to get to
I'm going to buy a Piggly Wiggly for you.
Piggly Wiggly! Love the Piggly Wiggly. Some really nice stuff here. Really, really nice.
I'm enjoying it. It's nice to see the different options.
Look, the double deck cars as well. Oh, and all the people.
Yeah.
Lots of people. Oh, this is like little shunters and
Little.
No, the first one was, as I was saying, the camera
It's like Godzilla in the background. That is cool.
Of course, 3-rail still very popular in the US. And as you can see, it scrubs up quite well.
Yeah.
Gwian Reese Davis says, would love to have a go at modelling American someday. You and me both, actually.
I do like the American look. It's got something that ours doesn't, and I think it's the fact that it's tall.
Soundtracks! Soundtracks decoders. Now watch this space. We're going to be doing a review of the Soundtracks Economy decoders that are sound decoders for the UK. So we're going to be showing those off. So it just reminded me there, showing the range of Soundtracks decoders and stuff. But
I'm liking this.
This is actually a good selection.
It really is.
So have you posted the link into?
I have.
Okay.
But
thank
it's
you.
only 4 minutes, so we're.
Oh! More train-on-train action. Was it Burlington Northern and
There's a
Santa
dinosaur.
Fe? Yes, there is. I love those trees. They're really nice. That one on the right.
This is done really nicely. It's got an interesting texture to it. It feels like it could be real. I like the Godzilla.
Yeah, you do.
That is cool.
It's a layout with a lot going on.
Yes. Oh, there's a saloon and all sorts. This is so cool. And it's got Christmas trees on it.
Yay! But where's the Piggly Wiggly? I like the way some of the boxcars have writing on the roof.
Well, why not?
Well, one of them did. It's a great fun layout. That's a long train.
There's a lot of texture to it, which I always like.
Yeah. This is a great model shop, it has to be said. So much stuff. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Really thoroughly enjoyed that.
Ben Tullett says, Jenny, I found out the Piggly Wigglies was an item sold through US store Maynard's, the same store that sells the UFO. They now do an M&M's UFO trying to steal Peanut and an army jeep being stolen by aliens. I need this. So apparently the shop that was the Train Shack.
I've heard that name before.
Yes, I'm just going to have a quick jump back. Where is it?
Their Train Shack.
I don't know where it's from, though. Whichever town that's in. But yeah, Train Shack. So very nice to see that.
And Abby Watson says, my friend TrainLover16 has a YouTube channel.
A lot of people do.
And Flymo Sherman says, is that the heritage units that the CSX and NS are running? Possibly, actually.
Oh my goodness, this is a blast from the past. Tim's Model Railway in different fit years says, this is me with my sister on a train layout. Still got the station and wagons, but not the engine. So it's an old photo. Wow.
Alright, so I'm going to bring that up.
There's a blast from the past. Still got the wagons, but not the engine. And it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
I don't think it's Thomas the Tank.
No, it's not. It's not Thomas the Tank Engine. It's a Hornby Railroad, though, isn't it? Look at all these styles. And I love stuff like that because we all remember all of this stuff from our childhood with a lot of. Even if we still don't have it, it's like it's part of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love that. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Tickle the like button, share the stream too, and also subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so to be the first to know about new videos as and when they go up. And what have we got coming on this week? Now, I will, as a proviso, it got through the review, and I thought I'd fixed it, but it turned out I hadn't. So in the review, I will say about how well it runs. Too late, already filmed it. It's playing up again now. So
it can't be helped, Jen.
If anybody has any suggestions on what is causing it to just completely cut out, and how I would fix that, I would be very interested. But as it stands, it's basically being annoying.
So what we've got here is a special one.
Oh, I love
from
special.
Steve Worthington.
Special.
I'm going to try and bring this up on the screen. So, let me just put the link in. Right. So, if you were to do the honours of bringing this up on screen, my dear.
This is, it's the Metcalf Castle
kit. So Steve has sent us a message to go with this. He says, Hello, Jenny and Zoe. Zoe has raved a few times about my Metcalfe castle, so I thought this week I'd show you the castle close up and the details inside and outside the grounds.
Look, it's got a moat.
Yeah, and a photographer. That is cool.
That is really nice.
So what he's got here is...
I like your grass. That's good grass.
It is. The following castle kits were used, he says. Castle Hall, which is the one I bought, and we will get around to that. Castle Gatehouse.
Yeah. 2
of the curtain walls.
Yeah.
The watchtower, and some kit bashing using castle stonework sheets. So it is a custom thing. He's made this himself, and it's got all the little bits.
Really nice, and I like your water feature as well there underneath the
That is cool.
Always love a good water feature.
He says, you'll also see the Metcalfe Church and Grange House, and hope you enjoy this close-up. I do. I really do. This is a fantastic thing.
J94 says, I think it's a Caledonian pug in Castle Donington Power Station livery in that previous picture.
Right.
Ham Shackleton suggests try taking the decoder out and running it on DC on the rolling road and see if it behaves then. I'm gonna work on it, see what I can do.
This is amazing. The amount of detail and life he's brought into this.
Oh, I like the Bentley blower there in the castle. Like, jolly ho, Jeeves! I nearly said Beavis.
What ho?
What ho, Beavis?
This must have taken him ages.
It is nice. I like the little manicured garden and everything as well.
This is rather cool.
Really, really nice. So, thank you so much.
Oh man, I'm just loving this. I really do need to build that thing because I want to make a diorama with it. I know we were talking about putting it on top of a mountain or somewhere in here, but I don't think it would work on Weir Yard. Putting the castle in somewhere.
No, I think it's too big.
So what I'm thinking is we might make a diorama with part of the castle as kind of a back scene bit, and then we've got that garage that I need to make as a kit.
Johan Swanepoel as well says good grass and stone. Absolutely,
it's so well done.
It really does come together well.
Oh man, and the way it just fits.
I like the way it fits into the space. It's not like a square shape. It's like that interesting shape that castles have.
Yes.
And it just shows how useful the Metcalfe products are, that you can kind of bash them into like what you need for your model.
Yes.
I like the graveyard there. There's some really great stuff going on here.
So well done. I do like what Stephen Cameron's saying here. Building Metcalfe's kits could be an absorbing hobby in its own right.
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
For example, that's why I'm here on the show. Not just to make sure Jenny doesn't go insane when talking to herself for 2 or 3 hours, but also I'm a model maker. I'm not a trained person. I like making models. And getting those kits and just putting them together, it's a lot of fun. So, thank you very, very much for sending that over to Dave Worthington Model Railways.
Thank you so much. Always great to have a look. I really do enjoy that castle.
Okay, we've only got a few left. So Richard Stodersky says, a video of the Rainhill Model Railway Club Model Rail
yes, I heard that this was
exhibition.
On. Yeah. Always a good show. So we're just queuing this up.
Richard Stodersky says, you could try an N-scale castle. Actually, you know what? An N-scale castle, right on the top of the hill.
Yeah,
and you could say, no, it's not small. It's just far away.
These are small. Those are far away. Father Ted gag.
Yeah. It's a shame he's so annoying, the writer.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can bring this up.
I have to say that watching the lads from Acura Scale do their Father Ted impression at Glasgow was hilarious. If you can roll the conversation round to Father Ted, then they do a great impression. Oh, this is nice. I like the load in that wagon there.
That is interesting, yeah. Was it
wagon,
flour?
Don't know. No, it wouldn't be flour.
This is really nice.
I like the sort of disused signal box there as well with boarded up windows. This is nice.
What we've got here is 8 minutes, so I'm going to put the link into the chat. We can't show the whole thing.
Yeah, but this is a nice lamp. Oh, I like the little. There's like a little industrial line joining in there on which that little Ruston.
That is cool.
That is good. Yeah. So it's coming in. Excuse me for the tanker.
Yep. That is such a tiny model.
And actually, when you. Oh. Yeah. I've seen. Excuse me. This at exhibitions before as well. It's a lovely model. I do like it with the sense of sort of dereliction with the canal all overgrown. This is a lovely, lovely model.
Oh my goodness. Waterways that are overgrown so that you don't notice them until too late. That is the story of my childhood.
What did you fall in?
Okay. Remember when we went up to see my parents? I took you to the little park that we used to go to, and it's got houses all over it now. But when I was a kid, it was mostly open plan, and I showed you that area where in the trees where we used to have a den.
Yes, you did.
Slightly down from that, which you can't see because the entire place is overgrown, is a river.
Okay, you fell in a river that you didn't
The
notice.
amount of times we forgot it was there and fell in because the entire thing is so overgrown. It's amazing.
This one's N-gauge. We've got the Blue Pullman.
Oh, wow.
And quite an epic viaduct there. I do like that great sense of scale. Some really nice stuff here. A lot of people liking that J70 that was on the previous layout. There's a lot going on with this.
Oh, I just love the way they've done some of this thing. Look at that wall.
Yeah, a lot of people loving that West Beach and Upwell layout. This is another Bridge Road layout. Yeah, a lot of people liking the West Beach and Upwell. Oh, there's the inspiring train from Hornby. Oh, look at that!
Look at the size.
Look at that little industrial one.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm hearing the Thomas the Tank Engine theme now. I can't help it. Yep, that's the one. Now keep it to yourself. Oh, I like the little scrapyard sort of area.
You do like a scrapyard.
I do.
So Jen, what's happening with Grove Street Yard?
Oh, planning a project video to upgrade Grove Street Yard. And turn it into more of it into scrapyard. It was something that a lot of people always comment that they really, really like the scrapyard area. It's about a quarter of Grove Street Yard. So with the West Hill Wagon Works having been very generous and sent over a load of stuff for review, I'm going to revamp the Grove Street Yard and turn more of it into scrapyard. So watch this space. That is a project which probably going to happen after Ali Pally because just really pushed on time.
Yeah. Well, at the moment you've got to use your time responsibly because you have to have a work-life balance.
Absolutely. This is a nice layout, and I like you see that you've got the upper levels with trains going over and under. There's a lot of stuff running on this. Really, really nice. So this next one, Bampton double O gauge.
And this will be the last one we're going to show because we have to move on. Right. We are getting to the end. I'm loving the colours already.
Lovely grass again. Lovely grass. There's a lot of great grass work.
Grove Street Yard Mark II.
Absolutely. Well, it'll get renamed and it'll probably be like Berry Yard or something, but Berry as in Vic Berry or something. I don't know. Or I might leave it as Grove Street Yard. I like the trees, the grass. Right.
Oh my goodness! Is that a model?
Yeah. Nowhere in
particular. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that is nice.
When it first came up, I actually in my head thought that's a photo.
That is actually, and there's so much going on there, and it shows that you can actually get so much into a small area.
Oh. It shows off the power of N-gauge to have all this detail. That's a spiral. That's a spiral.
I know it. It's a rabbit warren layout. They call these rabbit warrens.
Oh my goodness.
That is nice. So it's going to come out of that bottom one now.
And I bet you all of behind there is fiddle yard and stuff.
Don't know. Where did it go?
It'll be out in a minute. It's Probably got to go around twice to get down to that level.
I need closure. Where did it go? Oh!
Wow! So you're thinking it's coming out the front and it came out the back. Oh!
Sneaky beaky.
This is amazing.
I like that, yeah.
Oh
It doesn't emerge where you expect it to emerge. Well done. Well played. Well played.
That is super. Right, we're going to have to jump on.
So we've shared the link for that.
We have.
So,
oh my goodness.
I did enjoy that one. That was great. Such a lovely little idea. So well put together.
Oh, talking of put well together, we have some pictures from Mark Wilson.
Oh,
always
wow.
a pleasure.
Yes. Is it a model or is it real?
So we are going to have to point out to people, Mark is sending us photos of models,
and
he's not just going to Birmingham.
Modeler. But this is Birmingham New Street. A lovely little minimum space layout that he's built. I'd love to see these in the flesh, so to speak. I don't know whether he takes any of these to exhibitions, but he just so gets all of the little details so right. So we've got a Class 52 Western Thunderer here.
Look at the suggestions. It's not overdone.
Subtle weathering always really works well.
Oh, this is so well done. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, it looks real.
It does look good.
When you can't see the edges or anything like that, that looks real.
That is really, really good, I have to say.
Yeah, Penn Lane TMD says one hell of a modeler. It really is. And there's a guy taking a photo. Oh, man. This is why I like model making, because you can make it look like you're just about to reach into a different world. And there's a wider shot. Wow.
Michael Wiles says, can't be New Street, far too clean. Yeah, Joshua W56 says, it does look real indeed.
It really does.
It's really, really
and like all of this as well. All these
the brute
bits.
trolleys.
Look at the colours on it though, because it's been there a while. It's a little bit dirty.
Yeah, basically, it's weathered.
Yeah.
Used past.
Yes. Oh,
really, really well done.
And the positions of the people as well.
The people really make it, don't they? Really, really nice.
Oh my goodness.
Such great modelling.
Genji Steam, you're absolutely right. Lighting is the most difficult thing to get right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, natural light. If you can take your layout outside to photograph it, it is incredible what effect you get. I like that. You can almost smell the diesel smoke, can't you?
Yes. Oh, and it's like a still life. He's about to get in, or he's just getting out.
Yeah, like you can just imagine that blue haze of diesel and oil smoke. And that stench that old locomotives used to give off.
And this pose is one that we all know so well these days.
He's taking a photo.
Leaning back a bit to get the right angle.
Yeah. Such a lovely little slice of life. Yeah. So well done.
Wow.
Really, really amazing model.
It's astounding.
Yeah. I believe it's only quite a small module.
But even so, wow.
So really, really impressed.
Yeah, look at the kid looking at the cabs as general. Absolutely. There's all kinds. It's like, it really does feel alive.
And he actually, on the Facebook group, he did share some of the construction photos.
And I think we can date this to the 90s.
Yeah,
because everyone knows that particular advert.
Hello, boys. Doink, doink, doink. Gosh. Oh, to have the figure to wear those things again.
I used to have that figure.
Yeah, we'll give it back.
Unfortunately, it's long gone now.
It is no longer mint in packaging.
Sadly, I am twice the woman I used to be in terms of girth.
We're right at out
we're
of time
right at the
now.
end. That is fantastic.
Thank you so much. If there's any others, we're going to save those.
We will have
next
to,
week.
But thank you so much.
So much. And Mark Wilson says, yeah, it's only 1 foot by 4 foot, so that's actually quite a small little module.
Oh my goodness.
And absolutely with the Mother Railway tonight, it's gone very, very quickly.
Hasn't it just? Wow. Guys, this has been so much fun.
Absolutely. So anyway, I've got
I just want to say that we've got Sean Shepherd and Jacob Furness, we've got your links. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but you will be first on the list for next week.
Absolutely. So, thank you so much to everybody who sent in videos and photos of their model.
I have to read this though. Richard Swiderski says, that model's not real. Nobody's in the way of the cameraman. I know many people.
Some
like they
ignorant
make a point of it.
idiot, just like look at this, And like I used to get this when I was working at DCC Concepts up at Settle. You'd be filming a steam train coming, and you weren't the only person there. There'd be like about 8 or 9 people all filming, and there'd always be some bag come up and go, "Oh look, it's a steam engine! And you're like, "Shut up! We're trying to record this." So you used to get it, like you could just hear it in the back of some of the videos. You're like, "Oh, I remember it when I was." It's like, nobody wants to hear what you think. Wait until it's gone.
No one wants to hear you. Get on YouTube. People want to hear you there.
Yes, it's like, hold on. I wonder if somebody has an opinion on this on the internet.
No, surely not. It's like there was actually a YouTuber. He was one of the most popular YouTubers at the time. He used to just play Call of Duty on his PC while reminiscing about his life. And he was like 80 or 90 year old. And he'd just sit and chat to people all day about his life story. And he was really popular.
Right, let's fire up
so guys,
the fell.
Yes, we're going to fire that. And then we're going to head off, aren't we?
Yeah. So it's been really great having your company. A big thank you to everybody who has joined the channel membership. Also a huge thank you to all the generous people who donated on Super Chat. And thank you so much to everybody who sent in videos and photographs. We really appreciated that slice of your model railway lives. And don't forget that we'll be back next Monday. And in the meantime, we've got an all-new manufacturer. We've done a review called Model Asia. Look out for that on Wednesday. It could be an all-new range of models coming to a model shop near you soon. And also, as I keep saying, in the review I'll say it runs really well, and it did for the review, and then it started acting up again.
Jen, you can't change what happened.
Absolutely. So that is coming for Friday. But until next time, this is me, Jen Kirk, saying you take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.
The train now departing is the 2106 service to Grove Street Yard, stopping at Tatis, a strange upside-down layout, Eindhoven, Bolton Trinity Road, and on to Grove Street Yard. That's the 2106 service to Grove Street Yard. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Good night.
Goodbye.